Hello, this is Seamus in 7MYW. I thought today I'd focus a little bit on accessories, and I looked up on YouTube to see if I could find where there were reviews for some of these things. And there are definitely some reviews, but not very many when it comes to headsets that aren't the HF headsets. Um, yeah, I keep using my handhelds with the basic microphone that comes with them, and I keep forgetting that I've purchased over the years all of these headsets, these Mic Boom headsets, and I forget to use them. And the audio quality on them is freaking amazing. So I thought, why not showcase these a little bit for a YouTube video and kind of share what I've been using and need to use more often, honestly. Now, of course, as we know, everybody has accessories for their radios, whether it's a hand mic, a headset mic, whether it's whatever it is. So many of the radios now are starting to have Bluetooth capability, so you're not going to have all of these cables necessarily. But I do notice that that's a little bit limited. Sure, there are adapters you can get that allow you to use to put in a Bluetooth on a radio that doesn't necessarily have Bluetooth and still make it work, and that's great. I have one of those as well. In fact, the small little Bluetooth things, they look like this. They just plug into one of the radios that might not have Bluetooth, and then you can tune your phone or another device into this and just use your earbuds. But these are amazing, and the fact that you can actually get yourself a Heil headset for the price of these things and have that quality, I think that's sometimes just one of the best bargains out there. I came across these at HRO, I would say probably about 6-7 years ago, and I purchased my first one when I was using a couple of other different handhelds I no longer own, and decided that I would just continue using them with the new radios. And they work well. So I have one here for the Yaesu. This is the FT3 right here. And of course I have the Heil headset that plugs in. It's just a single pin with the 3-ring. Then there is the ICOM version, which is it looks like a Kenwood, just slightly smaller. The spacing's a little different, so it fits only ICOM. And then of course the one that's the Kenwood, this headset mic, and these are all by Heil. They're all the handy talkie headsets. They're the lightweight ones with the boom mic, and they have a padded earphone or ear speaker on both sides as opposed to just one side. So if you like that idea, these run anywhere from about $35 to $40 at most of the ham radio stores. But the Kenwood one seems to be the industry standard when it comes to some of the other brands. The Anytones, the Retevis, I believe, and of course the TYTs, they all use the same thing. They use that double plug that the Kenwood uses. So I'm able to use that headset on an assortment of my other handhelds. And that sure makes it nice financially. Don't have to keep buying other headsets. So why don't people use these more often? I'm kind of curious, because I have to say that the audio quality on these are amazing. The microphones themselves, no, they're not the really expensive condenser mics that you would get in a very expensive headset by Heil. And as we know, most of those Heil headsets are upwards of $150 and up from there for a headset. And most people use those when they're working HF and digging out all those weak stations, but they're great for this too. So I highly recommend them. That's just kind of why I wanted to do this video. It's not going to be a review per se of the intricacies of each one of these handsets with it, but the headsets themselves are quite amazing, and I see these always there. I never see anybody buying them. I'm kind of curious how well these sell for Heil. I bet you they sell pretty well, but I think maybe some hams are like myself. They just forget they're hanging on the wall, and they just keep using their handheld as they do. But I've been using these around the apartment. You can use them while you drive if you need to, although I prefer to just use the handset for safety reasons. But these are still great. I also remember the days of seeing hams walk around the ham fest with these earphones or with these headphones and the boom mic coming out. And nowadays, I think because Bluetooth is here, perhaps it's starting to take over a little bit. And that's nothing bad against the Bluetooth. I think they're great. I have Bluetooth on not only the Kenwood here, but I also have Bluetooth on the FT3 over there by Yaesu, and they work beautifully with my earbuds. So I could use that, but I still have to put my hand and my headset or my handheld up to my mouth to speak. So I have been using these. I do have hand mics. Some of the hand mics work really well. Both Yaesu and ICOM put out some really great mics. I splurged on this and got this Yaesu mic, which will work on both my FT70 and my FT3. And while they're not exactly the cheapest thing on the planet, this ran about $60. They work very well, and the speaker inside is really nice and loud, and they're built well. This microphone, this handheld mic, came with my ID51 2 Plus when I purchased it. It's an expensive little microphone, and it works well. You can tell the difference in quality between a cheap aftermarket one and one put out by Kenwood, Yaesu, or ICOM. These are much better made. Not that they're infallible. People think that when they pay a little extra money for something that it's going to stay with them for 30, 40 years. And these things do break. They're still made by imperfect humans, folks. So gear is not perfect, but the higher the price goes, the more we expect. I understand that. It's a completely logical reasoning. So anyway, I wanted to showcase a little bit of these handy talkie headsets by Heil. Kudos to him for putting these out at $35 to $40. They're reasonably priced. They work well. The boom mic is adjustable, so you can move this around everywhere. These pads are comfortable. So being the pads are comfortable, you can keep them on your ears for a while, and they work real well. They are very loud. I gotta say that when I plug this into my Anytone, the Kenwood one, that's so loud I almost can't use it. Even with the volume all the way down on the Anytone, it blasts your ear out. So perhaps some settings in the radio will make that work. So they work well. They work for the purpose they're intended, but Heil's made them affordable. Compared with some of the other headsets and other handsets I see out there, I'm pretty impressed with it. So that is what I wanted to talk about today. That's all I have for the video today. I want to thank you all for watching my channel. I've really watched my channel grow a lot in the last 6 months. We're upwards of over 1,200 subscribers. And so if you find any of these videos of mine fascinating, interesting, or even just boring, but you still want to subscribe, I would love that. I don't get paid for these things. I don't get any sponsorships. None of that. I just enjoy doing it and sharing what my love of ham radio is like, and with some of the gear that I have or some of the antennas that I've built, and I really do enjoy it. So give me a thumbs up. Give me a like if it is something that you enjoyed. Subscribe if you'd like, and hit the bell icon for notification of either shorts or full videos. And let me know what you're thinking. I'll try to get back to people when they respond in the notes. I do work and have family and all the other things, so I don't get on as much as I'd like, but I'll do my best. So saying that, I want to thank everybody again, and say 73 from Seamus and 7MYW.